Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about Medmen Enterprises. If you guys don't know, this is an American-based cannabis company with operations in California, Nevada, Arizona, Florida, Illinois, New York, Massachusetts. They are all over the country in all the big locations. They have 29 retail stores and 6 cultivation facilities, so a really awesome network there. This is ticker symbol MMEN. I think on some different exchanges they trade under a different ticker maybe. I honestly don't know all the specifics about it, but things have not been great for them in the past 6 months. They are down 44%. They are kind of beaten down. Things have been going a little bit better more recently. In the past month, they're up almost 12%. Today, they were trading kind of flat, but there was some big news coming out for the stock that I did want to talk about in this video today. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. We are getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, which is my ultimate goal. And if we could reach that mark, that would be absolutely awesome. With that being said, here we go. So the big news coming out is that Tilray, the company, you know, everyone's heard of Tilray if you are in the stock market business, if you're in the stock market world, or if you're interested in cannabis stocks at all. Tilray eyes a U.S. cannabis market with Medmen move. Stocks gain in late trading. So this was kind of a move that was made after market or late in the trading day, which is maybe why we didn't see as much movement in the MMEN stock, but it'll be interesting to see how things open up tomorrow. So the Canadian pot company buying convertible notes of the downtrodden U.S. brand as Tilray seeks approval to issue more shares for the deal. So the interesting news here is that Tilray, announced Tuesday afternoon that it has agreed to purchase convertible bonds put forward by the U.S. pot company Medmen Enterprise as it sought to avoid insolvency. Obviously, you know, things hadn't necessarily been going great for them recently. The deal could eventually give Tilray a path to own Medmen if and when marijuana is federally legalized in the United States. The investment we are announcing in Medmen Securities today, one of the most recognized brands in the cannabis market, is a critical step toward delivering on our objective as we work to enable Tilray to lead the U.S. market when legalization allows. This is coming from Tilray Chief Executive Irwin Simon. The maneuver is similar to what other companies have done. The Canadian cannabis companies cannot own U.S. properties outright since the drug is still illegal federally, so they tend to buy equity stakes that can turn into ownership in the event of a change in U.S. law. Tilray has undergone a merger with the former rival Aphria, which the combined company says makes it the largest pot seller by revenue. Medmen was a hot property early in the cannabis stock craze, but has struggled in recent years with large losses. Again, as legalization didn't happen, as time has kind of, you know, dragged on and on, some of these companies have been hit with large losses, at one point using its shares to pay its bills. Valued at more than $600 million in 2019, the company's market cap stood at less than $200 million as of Tuesday's close, which is obviously a very big fall. Tilray said it and select investors acquired $165.8 million worth of notes and warrants from funds affiliated with Gotham Green Partners, which originally invested in an effort to rescue Medmen from a cash crunch. If converted, the notes and warrants would equal about 21% of Medmen's equity, the parties disclosed, which is obviously a big deal. And Tilray stock, TLRY, has responded to this after hours, even though, you know, throughout the day the stock traded pretty flat, actually closing at the same thing it closed at yesterday, is now up 7.5% after hours. So people do see this as a very big deal. Obviously, again, the big story here is when and if marijuana is going to be legalized in the United States, but Tilray is making a ton of moves. Again, merging with Aphria, now going out and acquiring Medmen. They are making moves all over the place. So if and when this does happen, they are going to be in a prime position to be a prime player in this market, if not the number one player in this, what is going to be a very lucrative market. But right now, there's a ton of hurdles to get through. There's tons of laws, regulations, everything just kind of slowing this stuff down. We've been talking about we're getting close for years and years, it seems like. But every year it does seem like we get a little bit closer, but I don't know exactly what's going to be the final hurdle to finally make some stuff like this happen. But obviously, there are investors that are definitely believing that this is the future. There are people accumulating a ton of shares. There are people, investing for the long term. Because in the short term, when this actually happens, all these stocks are going to pop the day or as soon as rumors start going around that weed is about to be legalized. These stocks are going to pop. But in the meantime, people are accumulating. People are buying selling for the long term, because the short term is impossible to predict, but we all expect, 5, 10, 15 years that it's going to be legalized federally here in the United States. And Tilray, again, is setting themselves up to be in a prime position. But that's what's going on with Medmen stock today. That is the big news. That is the latest. Definitely drop a like if you guys did enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Mmen, what you think about TLRY. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!